Hello everybody, BrioS here. Today I have for you one of my favorite mechs, the Wolverine. The 55-ton Innisphere mech was a pretty subpar mech before the introduction of 3060 technology, and that's because it had mediocre hardpoints and horrible mobility. It wasn't a performer at all. But since the introduction of 3060 technology, or Civil War tech as we call it some time back, it really benefited. Not only did it get nice new weapons like MRMs and equipment like the Light Fusion engine, but the chassis itself, the 55-ton Wolverine, actually got a baseline mobility boost, and it's a significant boost, making it one of the mobile 55-tonners around. So it's a beast on the battlefield right now, top tier I would say. And I've actually shared this build some time back, but I've actually modified it for the modern battlefield, and I do that once in a while because the meta changes once in a while and I adapt my mechs to it. And this one is even better, so I thought I'd share this build with you. And if you're wondering what variant this is the Wolverine 7D. L for the Loyalty Edition, which gives you a 30% saber bonus and some kind of average pattern. I don't really like it, but it's free so I can't complain. So that's the Wolverine. And do take note, the hardpoints are high mounted and these MRMs are just wonderful. And that being said, I'm actually running 50 MRMs on this version. Previously it was 40, but I upped it to a 50, a 30 and a 20 rack with 5.5 tons of ammunition. And these missiles are very heavily quirked, and that's because it has a missile cooldown quirk of 20% decrease and a velocity increase of 10%, making this very lethal since they are really high mounted. And as a backup weapon, I've just got a single ER medium laser in the head, but it's not too bad, just a bit of pinpoint damage as and when you need it. 5.5 tons of ammunition with skills gives it quite enough ammunition for quick play, and 4 jump jets allows you to pop up behind friendly mechs, launch those missiles and drop back behind cover, also known as pop-tarting. And with the wonderful Light Fusion 280 engine, it has a speed of 86.2 with skills. And the arms are not heavily armored at all because there's nothing in the arm. But the right arm actually has an armor quirk. So even with minimal armor, it has 21 points because of the quirks. So it's really good because you can use the right side to shield, let this right arm take massive damage, and protect that very vulnerable, very important left torso, because most of the weapons are mounted here. So as for the skills, I've also tweaked the skill tree, focusing mainly on the left side for all those missile skills. 2 nodes of missile rack are very important because you only have, that's your main weapon system, not the only, the main weapon system. 2 nodes of missile spread for decrease of 5% really helps the MRMs because they tend to spread a lot, shredding armor all over the place. Not much pinpoint damage there. And high explosive 2 nodes for 15% additional crit damage. That of course helps quite a bit. And other bonuses gives you a cooldown increase of, or rather a decrease of cooldown of 6.75. That makes the MRMs have a total of 26.75 decrease in cooldown. Very significant. And a heat decrease of 9.75 is important because the MRMs do generate ghost heat and it can run a bit hot. So gotta have a bit of heat decrease to help you out. 7% increase in range and a 12% velocity increase. Also useful for the MRMs because it takes a while for the missiles to get there. As for survival skill tree, I've gone for 17 mainly on the left side. Left side is mainly armor bonuses, so I'm getting a 13.3% armor bonus and a 10% structure bonus. Not only is it mobile, but it's able to soak some damage there. Talking about mobility, I've upped the mobility compared to my previous version of this. So 16 SPs in mobility to get that 3 nodes of speed tweak. But it also has a, well, very nice XL increase of 10.5%. DCL increase of 14%, and most importantly a turn rate increase of 24%. So combined with the high baseline mobility, this is a really agile MRM beast. For operations, my standard is 13 SPs for the 5 nodes of heat containment, so allowing you to have an increased heat capacity of 15%, and 3 nodes of hill climb is always useful because you don't want to lose your momentum when you run into some little slope or something. And of course, to round it off, we have auxiliary 6 SPs. Yeah, that's for the 2 strikes. The extra cool shot, not really important, that's where the center is for. So just 6 SPs for additional firepower from those 2 additional strikes. I mean, a total of 2 strikes, that's 2 total, 1 plus 1. So anyway, that aside, that's the Wolverine, MRM Wolverine. And do take note, you could actually put 60 MRMs, and some people do that. But this is a very nice blend of mobility, survivability and firepower. So I believe something in the middle is able to deal with most threats well rather than being too focused on firepower or something else. So anyway, let's get down to some gameplay and I'll show you that this revamped Wolverine is a wonderful, wonderful mech. And if you're looking for a medium mech to buy, the Wolverine 7D is possibly for you. So let's get down to some gameplay and I'll show you this MRM beast on the battlefield. So let's go. for the first match of this video, it's a match on Hibernal Rift, and this map actually suits this build pretty nicely because you're able to jump up and use that jump jets pretty nicely with the lots of terrain around you. That's just gonna help you quite a bit. And using those jump jets, you can also jump up from behind friendly mechs and just lay down MRMs. So be it firing from cover, pop tarting and shooting at people with MRMs, or supporting the main push from behind the front line that tanks, it's a very versatile mech, and the mobility is so sweet. So in this match, there's gonna be a lot of rotato action. That kind of happens a lot in Hibernal Rift around this area, the central area, but with the mobility and the high mounts, you're not hindered by terrain, friendly mechs blocking you, or getting left behind. So anyway, the rotation is about to start, so let's get down to some MRM action.
Face-hugging a target is never a good thing.
Charlie 4 got a medium harassing our assault. Okay, never mind.
Target acquired. Critical damage. Incoming missile. Critical damage.
Push the rear, guys, push their rear. Bravo, for example, Griffith.
Smoke going in on him, smoke.
Run up, Mando.
Even turn around while they're in the hole.
New target acquired.
Or just keep running circles.
Yeah, we do what we always do. Circle tie.
New target acquired.
Hotel, cut the frick. More Delta. Delta down.
Acquired.
Warhawk left torso.
New target.
Oh, our rear, guys. Watch our rear.
5%.
Round and round, people.
New target acquired.
Craftness going down. India.
New target acquired.
Black Ladder coming in.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Locust, go get the fleet, go.
New target acquired.
Stormcrow is CT called. Focus on Charlie.
Target
Stormcrow
acquired.
links.
New target.
Or rather Black Ladder. Down they go, last one. Probably the fleet. Did anybody get the fleet?
No, it's right there. Delta 3. Top of the hill.
Delta 3, roger.
He's swimming the back canyon.
I'll go left. Thanks, Taryn.
He's heading to Charlie 2.
Roger.
Charlie 2 area.
He's over here, Delta 3 again, he's double back.
Delta 3, roger. Coming to your shield.
Thank you. I'm just gonna AC's left.
Gonna stay together.
I think he's on the Delta 4 side.
Yeah, just
where
work in
he
pairs. And just keep comms open. I see him.
Yep, Delta 4 now.
He's gonna try to isolate people and pick us off.
Not anymore.
Alright.
Boys.
Good game. A little hard on the rotation, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, lots of rotation, but that's normal on this map. So there's 6 kills, 7 to 1 damage, 3 solo, 4 KMDDs. What's there not to like about this Wolverine? 603 score, and I got the Locust. As you could see from the previous match, the combination of mobility, high mounts and MRMs is really lethal, allowing me to get 6 kills in the last match. And even though it was lots of rotato action, with the high mounts I was able to jump up and blast enemies with MRMs, getting 6 kills. But in this match we have yet Hibernal Rift yet again. But this time I'm not going to do the rotation, and it doesn't always happen. People whine about NASCAR too much, but it's not always the case. In this case I'm going to use the mobility to flank rather than be part of the main force, and using the MRMs to blast all sorts of targets, especially heavy mechs, because the MRMs spread a bit, but the bigger the mech, the more missiles hit the target, and there's very little on assault mechs. So anyway, let's get down to some action, conquest action on Hibernal Rift.
New target.
Got a medium Delta 3 heading towards our Blood Asp.
New target acquired.
No, don't chase that Blood Asp. No, don't chase squirrels.
New target.
Don't chase, guys. Come back here.
No, why there's an assault heading to
I'm already
Capra?
learning them.
No. Engage Foxtrot instead, guys. His right leg is called Foxtrot. Arctic Wolf.
At 25%.
Take the top of the ramp as usual. Help our Blood Ass weapons be chasing squirrels.
New target acquired.
Bravo's called if you see it. It's Delta 4.
New target acquired.
Foxtrot move.
Destroyed. New target
India next.
acquired.
Let's move up, guys. Kilo's coming.
New target.
Here they come, Charlie 4 targets.
New target.
Push through Delta 4, guys. They are called. They have a supernova in the rear. Reflector. Charlie 4 rear, there's a supernova.
New target.
Delta. Black Knight with chest below us.
Oh, shit.
New target
They're four
acquired.
down.
Yep. Back up top. Back to Theta. Eve of Mana, I'm with you.
New
Just keep pushing
target
forward.
Acquired.
Yep, in.
I will cover your ass, the big fat ass of yours.
Watch hotel.
Hotel's behind the mountain. You can't see me. I can't see
New
him.
target acquired.
Copy that.
Yep, Hotel Charlie 4. Moving in.
That Jenner, however.
Yep, there's
I'm
3 of
taking
us
the
in
right side
Charlie
of
4.
this.
Dragon, I'm with you.
India. Cool.
Too hot.
And we farm Hotel.
On your right, Benefit. Yeah,
Where is right?
And I guess it's a win.
Kill. That was a little exciting last kill there.
I think I splashed our light by accident.
Probably did.
Command confirming possession of Kappa.
Well, didn't take much damage this game. But it's 849 damage.
41 damage.
7 components, no kills, but almost 500, oh, more than 550,000 C bills. I guess that's a successful game. 500 plus score? Yep, 580.